On a good Saturday morning. It's the 7th of May. It's overcast again with this May gray. We've been dealing with it every morning. And yes, it's going to get cooler next week. It's going to feel like winter again. Yes, 3 straight days of 75-degree weather in LA has been perfect. Yeah, 75 degrees is like the average high temperature this month. Yeah, like I said earlier, the average high usually ranges from 72 to 78. And it's going to be in the lower 70s today and tomorrow, and back in the 60s next week, and then later next week it's going to heat up again. Both the Dallas Mavericks and the Philadelphia Sixers gets much needed wins at home in front of their home crowd. And yes, that was a huge win for the Sixers and the Mavericks. And today it's going to be Game 3 between the Bucks and the Celtics at Pfizer Forum. And then later this evening, it's going to be the Warriors hosting the Grizzlies at Chase Center. And yes, the home team has dominated in the postseason so far, with the exception of Games 1, where Milwaukee and Golden State went on the road. But they're home now, so now that it favors the Bucks and the Warriors respectively. Yes, I would love to see the Celtics lose today. You want to know why? Boston sucks. Boston sucks. Yeah. I'm sure all Laker fans will be rooting for the Bucks in this series for sure. Yeah. Everyone's going against the Celtics because we don't want Boston to win number 18 this year. Because we worked hard to win our 17th championship 2 years ago in the bubble. And we failed to live up to expectations this year. So it's going to be a while until the Lakers can try to figure things out. I mean, we have to search for a new coach for sure and see what moves we make in terms of free agency and trades. And yes, it's going to be a long offseason for the Lakers and for the Clippers. Yeah, the Clippers made it to the play-in, but they lost both play-in games. But yeah, today I'll be pulling for the Bucks and the Grizzlies. Well, the Dodgers were rained out yesterday, so they play a day-night doubleheader today. The first game is at 10 o'clock. The second game is at 4:30. And the Angels take on the Nationals again this evening after a 3-0 win yesterday. Meanwhile, the Giants host the Cardinals again. And yes, the Giants have lost 5 in a row. I'm loving it. Yeah. Yeah, and of course, the Mets and the Yankees are playing good baseball as usual. But yes, Albert Pujols is in San Francisco for the final time in his career as well. I remember when Pujols used to play a lot of good games up there. A happy birthday to former Dodger first baseman James Loney. Also to Connor Jackson. Also a happy heavenly birthday to Dick Williams, the former manager who won a World Series or attempted to win a World Series in both leagues. Well, he did it with the A's in 72 and 73. And he almost did it in 84 with the Padres. But that honor went to Sparky Anderson. And also a happy heavenly birthday to Jimmy Ruffin. And also a happy birthday to Sean Marion. And also a happy heavenly birthday to Arthur Blythe. That's pretty much what's happening today. Meanwhile, let's hope the Dodgers win both games in this day-night doubleheader. And let's hope the Cardinals keep giving the Giants their misery, though, too. Yeah, normally we don't root for the Cardinals unless they're playing the Giants, which is an exception. And by the way, go Marlins since they're playing the Padres too. Yeah, I usually like to root for we always root for the Dodgers and anyone that's playing the Giants and Padres usually. And, well, Angels, of course, are secretly my American League team, but I would like to see Trout and Ohtani perform in the postseason. And the Dodgers, of course, try to win another championship and see what the Yankees and Mets can do. Even though they already met in the Subway Series in 2000, but that was in their old ballparks, old stadiums. Yeah, well, you know, it's been 13 years since the Yankees went to the World Series and won it, and it's been 7 years since the Mets were there. Meanwhile, have a great rest of your Saturday. I'll talk to you later. Amen.